Next up, adding in a phone is also very straightforward. So you see there, we don't have any devices that are currently connected. So no items, we can look at our device manager here, we can add a device, do not disturb, and we can also activate 2 phones if we want to. So no device connected, so let's start off and actually connect a device. So we're gonna go add device, and we want to search for, we're looking for uConnect there, so we're gonna go Bluetooth, and that's already showing up, so let's connect. Okay, do we want to connect up? The pin number is matched, so that's good. So we're going to pair and yes. Do we want to allow contacts and favorites to sync up? I'm going to hit no for now, but I mean, you saw that, a few seconds and we're connected there, which is amazing. Now it's also saying, do we want to allow CarPlay? Because uConnect 5 supports wireless CarPlay, which is amazing. So do we want to use CarPlay with this vehicle? Yes, we're going to use it. Okay, let's connect. Okay. And it's going to be a second or two here, and you can see there, CarPlay, and we are fully connected there. So really straightforward, but I love the way that it looks on this screen. It's phenomenal. So we've got Google Maps that are there. We can swipe across if we want to. We've got Apple Maps, we've got Google Maps, we've got Waze. We can use any of these map applications right through this middle screen. We can easily adjust there. We can't pinch to zoom on Apple CarPlay, but we can adjust this way to zoom in, out as necessary there if we want to. Really straightforward, done once we're finished up there. We can search for addresses, look at our favorites, we can navigate this way. We can do a long press and hold on the steering wheel to activate our Siri Assistant as well, which is fantastic. We can push this button to go back to our uConnect phone or hop out of CarPlay if we want to. If we've done that, we can push there to jump back in, push this button in order to go back to our sub-screen, or here to go back to the main screen instead. So we've got whatever map application we've launched last showing up. We can see what current time it is, what we've got for signal, battery, and a few other things. We've got our podcast there. And then as we swipe across, we've got, as I mentioned, maps, podcasts. Certain apps will work through the screen, other ones won't. Now, one nice thing is that through our phone, we can just go general settings. And then from there, we can go CarPlay. We just find the vehicle. We can forget the car, we can disable CarPlay, or we can customize. So if we launch back into CarPlay rather than disabling it. So let's hop into CarPlay there, swipe across. If we want to adjust things, like let's say if you love listening to your podcasts and your audiobooks, you'd have that flexibility. If you've accidentally deleted something, it does remove it, but it adds it back here. We could just do a reset if we wanted to, and it's going to bring everything back to the factory default settings there instead. So you've got quite a few different options that are available here, but I mean, as you saw there, very simple to use. Whether you decide to go the podcast route, if you want to listen, browse, look at your library, whatever the case may be, we can launch our phone, go back to device manager if we want to, and then we can also select if we want to have it to going just to our phone, to audio, or CarPlay, which is going to give us all of the above. But very straightforward using an iPhone inside of this thing. Next up, connecting an Android is the exact same process. So if we weren't on this screen, let's say we were back here, or actually I guess we're technically connected to CarPlay right now. So let's do something. Let's disable this for a second. Perfect, so we're not connected. And now if we want to, we can add a device in. So we just go add device, and we're just gonna search for our Android device, or for our device. So we're just going to search uConnect there. Pins match up, so yes and okay. Bluetooth pairing. So allow access to contacts. I'm going to say no for now. And messages, same idea. But we're connected there. As you can see there, so favorite phones have connection priority. So do we want to make it the favorite? Yes or no? I'm going to say no for now. And then do I want to connect Android Auto? Yes or no? I'm going to hit OK. So yes, we're going to connect. And as you can see there, it's got a little bar. It's connecting now. And 3, 2, 1. So we need to finish connecting on our car. So let's continue. I think that's really it. It's that, and we're there, and we are fully connected, which is amazing. So we've got that available as an option. We've got our settings, traffic, route options. So if we want to avoid things like motorways, toll roads, ferries, things like that, you can see what's going on with our podcasts. We've got our music, notifications. We've got our Google Assistant that we can activate that way. We can also just press and hold on the steering wheel there if we want to activate it that way. We push this little button, and that brings us to our Android Auto home screen. So one thing, This phone does have both Google Maps and Waze installed, but I mean, as you see there, it doesn't give us the flexibility of being able to use Waze inside of this vehicle, unfortunately. But very similar to the iPhone side of things, on our phone, if we search for Android Auto, we can go to Settings, and when we go through Settings, we can look at our connection help, previously connected cars, we can customize our launcher, disable wireless CarPlay, and a few other things. So, wireless Android Auto, and a few other things. We can also, did mention, customize the launcher. So if we want to customize things, we could. Very similar to what we saw the Apple side of things, we just kind of press and hold, and then, helps if I actually press and hold, and we can kind of like adjust it up and down this way. But one thing to take into account, so any changes we make, we actually have to close down Android Auto and then reconnect in order for any changes to take into effect. So it's not dynamic the same way it was on the Apple side of things, but I mean, you saw there, easy enough. We can launch back into our phone or the device manager again. And as you see there, we've got both phones connected. So if I go back to the one phone here, we can also make it a favorite. So it's essentially if both phones are in the vehicle, who's going to get connection priority first? We can enable the phone, Bluetooth, disable Android Auto, whatever the case may be. We can go to a charge only mode. We can delete the device and things like that. So if you've got multiple phones connected, we can say this is now the favorite. And you can see there, it's now got connection priority. But one even cooler thing is that if we've got multiple phones connected, so we're going to end our Android Auto session, we can have one phone connected for our phone, one phone connected for our audio. Really useful. So if you want to connect your phone without actually connecting to the phone for making phone call, or to the vehicle for phone calls, we'd have that flexibility. So we can go one or the other, some sort of Frankenstein combination for these four. We can obviously only connect to Android Auto or Apple CarPlay separately though. So we do have that flexibility, which is great. We can have two active phones. We can go into do not disturb mode, or we go to the bottom, delete device, yes, there, bottom, delete device, yes. So I mean, as you saw there, super straightforward being able to add, delete phones from this vehicle. So that's how you use Android Auto and Apple CarPlay inside of the Jeep Compass. Really useful now that we've got wireless Android Auto, Apple CarPlay capabilities. It's phenomenal. And being wireless with a wireless charge pad, absolutely beautiful. But if you run into any problems, you have any questions, reach out, drop it in the comment section below and let me know. More than willing to talk you through any issues that you might be having. But if you found this video useful, or you think somebody else might get use out of it, feel free to share it with your social networks, subscribe if you haven't already, and until I see you next time, take care.